Welcome to a guided meditative tour where you can visualize taking a spiritual journey around the world while you unwind and relax. Sit or lie down in a comfortable position and allow yourself to release any tension from your body, letting each muscle relax with every exhale. Close your eyes and take this journey with me. Today, we are experiencing a tea ceremony in Japan, a tradition carried over centuries. The Japanese tea ceremony, or cha no yu, is much more than just drinking tea. It is a highly ritualized, spiritual experience rooted in mindfulness and aesthetics. The tea ceremony was heavily influenced by Zen Buddhism and can be a form of meditation where participants focus on the present moment, savoring the simplicity of tea. The modern form of the tea ceremony was refined in the 16th century by Senno Rikyu, who is regarded as the most influential tea master in Japan's history. He emphasized wa, kei, sei, jaku as 4 key principles of the tea ceremony. They are wa, harmony between people, objects, and nature; kei, respect for others and the utensils used; sei, both physical and spiritual cleanliness; and jaku, achieving a peaceful state of mind. With these principles in mind, you approach a chashitsu, a traditional tea house, nestled within a tranquil garden, hidden away from the outside world. Surrounded by nature, the tea house is embraced by the soft rustling of bamboo and the delicate trickle of a nearby stream, creating a serene ambience. You enter through Nijiriguchi, a small door reserved for the guest to enter. Nijiriguchi is typically only about 2 to 3 feet high, requiring anyone entering the tea room to bend down and bow as they pass through. The act of lowering oneself while entering through the Nijiriguchi is symbolic, embodying principles of humility and equality, key elements of the Japanese tea ceremony. Anyone, whether a wealthy person, a nobleman, or a commoner, needs to bow and humble themselves upon entering the tea room. In the past, even a samurai, who wore 2 swords as a mark of their status, had to leave their swords outside and enter through the Nijiriguchi, symbolizing the idea that no weapons or conflict could be brought into this peaceful, meditative space. In essence, the Nijiriguchi is not just a physical doorway, but also a spiritual gateway into the meditative and egalitarian world of the Japanese tea ceremony, where all participants are stripped of worldly titles and enter with a sense of humility and respect. You bow and enter the chashitsu, a small, simple, minimally decorated room designed to foster a peaceful atmosphere. You notice the room is humble yet refined, made of natural materials like wood, bamboo, and paper. The sliding shoji doors, made from wooden frames and translucent paper, allow soft, diffused light to filter in, casting a gentle glow across the tatami mats that cover the floor. The tokonoma, a small alcove in the room, holds a simple yet elegant flower arrangement and a scroll with a calligraphic inscription, carefully chosen to reflect the season. A pot with a small lid rests on a small hearth in the center of the room, the soft sound of boiling water adding to the quiet atmosphere. Through the open sliding doors, you can see a simple stone path leading through the garden, where moss grows between the stones, and lanterns softly glow in the evening light. A small pond reflects the delicate branches of a maple tree, its leaves drifting down onto the water's surface. The garden feels like an extension of the tea house, blurring the line between the natural world and the intimate space within. The space itself, with its minimalism and connection to nature, reflects the quiet beauty of the tea ceremony, allowing for a deep sense of peace and presence. The tea ceremony begins as you sit down, mindful of each movement, your breath slowing to a calm rhythm. Your host greets you with a gentle bow, a silent gesture that signals the beginning of this shared moment. Your host takes a small square red cloth and carefully yet gracefully folds it in her hands. Next, she takes each of the ceremonial tools and cleans with a gentle movement. These tools are already clean to begin with, but this gesture of further purification shows respect for the tools and for you as a guest. She removes the lid from the pot, scoops out hot water using a wooden ladle, pours a small amount in a bowl, and swishes a chasen, a fine whisk made of bamboo. The purpose of this process is to warm up the bowl and also to soften the whisk. She discards the water into a separate pot, then again wipes the bowl with the red cloth. Now, from a small tea container, she scoops out a spoonful of matcha, a finely powdered green tea. She places a couple spoonful in the bowl and pour in hot water, takes the bamboo whisk, and slowly starts churning into a frothy, slightly bitter drink. Her movement is slow yet efficient, careful and graceful. From her gaze to her fingertips, every detail is meticulously thought out. In each movement, you feel her respect for the space, for the tools, and for this fortuitous meeting that brought you here to share this moment. Aside from wa, kei, sei, jaku, sen no rikyu valued the principle of ichigo ichie. The word ichigo ichie means one encounter, one opportunity. It reflects the philosophy that every interaction with others and every experience should be cherished, because it will never occur under exactly the same circumstances again. It is a reminder to approach any experience with a sense of appreciation and awareness, valuing the beauty and uniqueness of each experience and encounter. You appreciate the respect she shows you through her attention to each movement. That conveys the concept of ichigo ichie. The tea bowl is placed in front of you, with the front side facing you. The earthy smell of matcha rises as you hold the bowl in your hands, appreciating its shape and texture with your palms as you examine the delicate pattern on the front side. The pattern may be flowers, leaves, birds, landscapes, or maybe something abstract. In any case, the host has chosen the bowl carefully for you. You admire the bowl, and you attempt your best to infer the reasons and intentions for the choice the host made, just for you. You rotate the bowl clockwise twice, so you'd avoid your lips touching the front side. You lift your bowl and take a sip. The bitter and earthy flavor of the tea grounds you in the present. You feel the smoothness of the liquid, the way it coats your tongue. Time seems to slow. You feel connected to the tea, to your breath, to the quiet energy of the room. The world beyond this moment fades into the background. There is only the sound of your breath, the soft rustle of the host's robes as they move, and the gentle clink of the tea utensils. You close your eyes, feeling grateful for this deeply spiritual and cultural practice, focusing on the harmony between people, nature, and objects, offering a space to cultivate inner peace and presence. You have a deeper understanding of what a Japanese tea ceremony represents. The concepts of wa, kei, sei, jaku, and ichigo-ichi resonate with you and make a permanent dwelling in your soul. You open your eyes and bow once again to acknowledge the shared moment of peace. As you rise and leave the space, a sense of calm follows you, the ceremony a reminder to carry mindfulness into every step of your day. Thank you for taking this journey with me. If you have a place you would like to take a meditative tour, please let us know in the comment.